it's Cindy and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. That was so much energy. But for today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a how to stay motivated in college, high school, school, whatever school you happen to be in. You just apply this all around pretty much, but I'm kind of thinking and focusing on college, so just apply it where it fits. But before we get into the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell button, make sure you get notified every time I upload, because you know YouTube, that algorithm is giving me a tough time. So help a girl out and click that bell so you get notified whenever I upload, which is every Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, because you know life happens. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I am way more active on there, so definitely follow me on Instagram. Alright, and yeah, let's just get into the video. So we are just going to jump right into it, and my first tip, there's 10 tips, I don't know if I noticed that, but I have 10 tips for staying motivated. But the first one is to get new school supplies. You know, I feel like everyone kind of like does this, especially like in high school, middle school, you know, but in college I don't really go school supply shopping at all anymore. I just reuse notebooks until they're completely filled up, which is very eco-friendly, and I do highly suggest that. But you know, sometimes getting a new set of pens, a new planner, like all of those other little accessories that you may have lost or run out of, get some new fresh ones, gets you all excited. It really kicks off the school year or the semester, whatever the case may be. And it just, I think it really gets you excited. I get excited. I got this notebook this year. If you guys didn't see my vlog of me school supply shopping, this was one of the notebooks I got. It has happy clouds and rainbows, and it makes me happy, so that's why I got it. So going off of that, tip number 2 is to get a planner and fill it out. So right when you get your syllabi, fill out that planner. I like to color code it, highlight each class, give each class like a certain color. Maybe that's too extreme for you, maybe you don't roll like that, but like that gets me very organized, motivated. It clears my mind a little bit, just as kind of like, whew, okay, this is what I got coming at me. I need to get ready, I need to prepare for this. So I love getting a fresh new planner once the year runs out. I always have to get a new planner around this time because it's 2019. Happy New Year, by the way. It's kind of why I'm making this video now, because I feel like a lot of people get in a rut going into their second semester. There's not that like back to school kind of like fresh new vibe like there is in the fall, and so that's why I wanted to upload this video now in the spring to help get you guys motivated for spring semester and whatnot. But if you are watching this in the fall, I hope it helps you too, or all year round. Yeah. Tip number 3 is to create a clean workspace. It is like scientifically proven that cluttered spaces cause more anxiety and stress, and so just having a clean workspace for you to come home to is just so refreshing. I can't always focus on homework, especially at home, but I do have my desk all cleaned and organized and nice for when I do homework at home if I can't go to the library or to a coffee shop. And I also do a lot of work from home as well. So just any kind of clean space helps give you a clear mind. And of course, if you're a library and coffee shop kind of person like me, then those places are always clean. Hopefully they are clean. Also, going off of this with the clutter and everything, make sure you just have no distractions like social media. Social media is that kind of like clutter that's not like physical clutter, but it's just kind of like a mental clutter. It's like a mental block, is just getting distracted by social media. It's such a huge thing. What I like to do is I turn my phone on do not disturb, and I just kind of keep my phone away from me, you know, or else just force a habit, I'll pick it up and open Twitter or something. So I like to just keep it on do not disturb, put it in my backpack or something, out of sight, out of mind. Tip number 4 is to physically write down your goals for the semester, for the year, for the month, whatever the timeline may be. I suggest a smaller timeline so that it's still fresh in your head, it's right there and you can still like grasp it, whereas a year long, it's a little bit more distant, more spread out. It's like a bigger chance for you to forget about your goals. So I really suggest to write down a list of goals that you have for this semester. It just helps you work towards something and gives you something to celebrate at the end of the semester as well. There's no better feeling than an accomplishment of your own, so I highly suggest to write down goals for the semester. One of my biggest goals that I actually did end up achieving was to get my GPA to the summa cum laude level, which is the highest of honors for college. It is like a 3.8 GPA and above, and so I accomplished that this past semester because they take, for like graduating seniors, they take your fall semester and apply it to graduation since they can't really do that for spring. But that was my biggest goal and I got it. It really kept me motivated all throughout the semester to stay on top of my work, to put in tons of work into all of my assignments, so my GPA was afloat for getting that accomplishment, and I did it. So I really stand by this tip. Tip number 5 is to go out and get fresh air. It's okay to take a little study break, you know, just make sure you don't get too distracted and never come back to the study session, but it is so good to just get fresh air, take a walk. It's actually another one of those scientifically proven things that taking a little break, taking a walk, getting fresh air during any kind of study session, work, just sitting down for a long period of time, looking at a computer screen, getting up and moving helps to stimulate your brain, gets your blood flowing so that you can concentrate better when you come back and you're more awake. Tip number 6 is to just treat yourself. You know, you can never go wrong with just treating yourself to a little something to just keep you accountable for staying motivated, whether it's new clothes like back to school clothes or new technology to help you perform way better in school and just make you feel better and more confident, whatever it may be. Treat yourself and treat that little gift to yourself as a motivation. Like, don't just like mindlessly treat yourself. Like, treat it as like, I'm buying this new laptop because then I'm gonna get so much work done on it, or like something, you know what I mean. Tip number 7, it's a little corny, but surround yourself with motivating quotes and mantras, whatever it may be. You guys can see on my wall here, I have my little letterboard. I actually just changed this the other night just for a new fresh start to 2019, but it says remember why you started, as you can see. And it's just, you look at something and it actually does kind of like remind you of what you're doing. So find that quote, find that mantra that will just remind you of what you're doing, what you're working towards. So every time I look at this, whenever I'm in a funk, whether it's with work, YouTube, school, I just remember why I started, remember what goals I'm reaching and growing towards, and it just really helps me stay motivated. Tip number 8 is to plan out your week each week. I like to take Sunday's kind of like that good typical like regroup for the next week kind of day, but definitely plan out your week each week. It really does help you stay on track of not only your goals, like I keep saying, but just what you have to do that week, whether it's assignments that you might have forgotten about, but good thing you freaking checked your planner on Sunday when you're going to plan out your week, and now you won't miss that assignment. You know what I mean? So just planning out your week each week just makes sure that you don't forget anything, keeps you motivated, and helps you achieve your goals. This is starting to sound super corny. Tip number 9, it's kind of like a given, but get a good night of sleep. There's so many studies you can look up that prove how beneficial a good night of sleep is. This is one of those tips that like I need to take my own advice. I am getting better at it. I'm getting way better at it. But getting a good night of sleep the next day, you just wake up more energized, obviously, just more like clear-minded. There's just so many amazing benefits to just sleeping. And the last tip I have for you guys, last but not least, tip number 10, is to join a study group or take classes with friends or meet friends in your classes, because I swear to you, doing that throughout college probably helped me pass a good amount of my classes. I mean, not that like, obviously I'm graduating summa cum laude, so like I'm not struggling that much, but let me tell ya, some of my hardest classes, I got involved in like study groups for them, because just trust me, you will not want to be alone in a lot of your classes, whether it's high school or college. college more so, but just joining study groups or having friends in your classes that'll keep you motivated. It also just helps to keep you engaged because you want to help each other out, bounce ideas off of each other, and everyone is there to pass. So even if you're a little nervous to make friends, especially freshman year is the easiest time to make friends because everyone else is just as nervous too, but everyone's there for the same reason. They just want to pass, they want to graduate, so why not help each other out in the process? Make some friends, join a study group, make a study group if the class doesn't like automatically offer one. It will really help you in the long run, especially if it's a really hard class. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Click that bell button so you're notified every time I upload. Follow me on Instagram because I'm way more active on there. And yeah, I upload videos every Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, because you know, life happens. If you have any other tips that you practice that help you stay motivated and reach your goals and whatnot, whether it's for work, school, whatever the case may be, comment them down below. Let's start a conversation and whatnot. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Bye guys.